Lakers evened the series against Minnesota last night, and the reason for it, the defensive dominance on full display. Let's go take a look at why their defense was so successful in Game 2. If you want to bring the defensive intensity, you have to start it right from the opening tip, and that is exactly what LeBron James and the Lakers did. LeBron sitting in the chair on the first possession, as is Austin Reeves. That kind of possession may seem like a minor thing, but it is a tone setter for how you're going to defend. We saw what Jaden McDaniels did last game. Here he is early in the first, and Reeves plays picture-perfect defense. Here we go again later in the first quarter. The biggest thing, the Lakers' intensity. Check out the intensity on this switch by Luka Doncic, sliding his feet on the perimeter, and then it's Reeves again. Shot clock winding down, forcing a very tough look for Julius Randle. Watching LeBron James's intensity in this first quarter was actually astonishing. Check him out, getting in that chair, sitting in that defensive stance. He was bringing the noise. Remember that JJ Redick called them out for their lack of intensity in Game 1. Check out LeBron. When your leader set the tone, the other guys will follow. LeBron with the ball pressure, Gabe Vincent with the charge. We all saw Minnesota's offense in Game 1. At this point in Game 2, they only have 10 points, and there are the Lakers leaders again. Luka with picture-perfect defense on the Naz Reid cut. Speaking of Luka, he's often scrutinized for his defense, and a lot of times rightfully so. But his effort in this game was great. Even when he's blown by, Dorian Finney-Smith right there to help Luka cleaning up the glass. Even on a possession like this where it doesn't go his way and he ends up getting called for a foul, check out his effort and intensity. That is what the Lakers need from him every night. Because we know Minnesota's going to continue to try to attack him. It's imperative that he continues to show defensive possessions like this, deterring the drive, causing the kick out, almost leading to a turnover. The other thing that we have to discuss from yesterday's game, JJ Redick and the Lakers' strategy at stopping Anthony Edwards. Every single time he drives, look at how many bodies are watching this one man. And that leads to possessions and shots like this. I'm not really sure if you want to call this a zone, boxes and elbows, what you want to call it. But look at where the help defense is as Edwards begins to drive. Boxes and elbows. LeBron completely abandoning his man in the corner, daring Anthony Edwards to drive into this gap. We know Edwards is incredible. He's a superstar, but these mind games that LeBron and JJ are playing on him can really throw a young player's rhythm off. Here it is again in the third quarter. Edwards looking to drive. LeBron saying, you're not getting to that right hand. Throw it to Randle if you have to, but we're going to load up and stop your drive, forcing a tough three. Here it is again in the third quarter, and you can tell this time Edwards is like, let me try to attack the defense before they're set. Let me get them in transition. He tries. Rui with the great peel off and the switch there, and then there's that zone again. Every time he drives, look at how many eyeballs and bodies are watching him. And then Randle on the same possession tries to go at LeBron, and it's blocked by James, and that forces a 24-second shot clock violation. The other key against a superstar like Anthony Edwards, no clean looks, do not allow him to establish a rhythm. Right here, this looks like an open three, but Rui does a great job running him off the line, and then Luka with great help, and then Dorian and Rui meeting Naz Reid at the rim. Just great team defense. We've talked a lot about LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, but defense is contagious, and the defense of the others was fantastic as well. Rui with a great job deterring the drive from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and then Luka rewards him. Lakers looking to maintain their lead up by 15 in the fourth quarter. Defense is contagious. Vincent beat backdoor, but he recovers. What a game it was from Gabe Vincent off the bench. Lakers up 11, 7 minutes to go, and here we go. Edwards against Doncic. Luka does a great job here initially sliding his feet, but then, as he likes to do from time to time, he gambles for the steal. But check out the help from Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura at the rim. That small ball lineup doing its job. And then, of course, Austin Reeves thinking LeBron is still in his Miami days. So many times in basketball, we get infatuated by individual defense. but it's all about team defense. Look at this possession. A great example late in the game. Rui nearly gets beat. LeBron stunts and recovers. Edwards backpedals and then attacks again. LeBron stunts again, and then on the drive, Luka helping his man LeBron, and they close out the possession with a defensive rebound. Then what I thought was the play of the night, Minnesota still hovering around, and LeBron James started the game with his defense and finishes the game with his defense. And it's only right on a game like this, on a night like this, they close it out with a charge, more defense, and now we're headed back to Minnesota 1-1. The biggest question, though, with the Lakers, is this kind of level of intensity sustainable? I don't know what the answer to that question is. Game 1, it looked like Minnesota could get any shot they wanted. Game 2 was miserable for Minnesota. By the way, this according to BetUS right now. The series price odds are basically even. Minnesota has even odds. Lakers are minus 120. Compare that to before Game 2 when the Lakers were plus 110. I still don't know how to feel about this series. Minnesota's defense has been dynamic and awesome for 2 straight games. Lakers' offense has been pretty poor for 2 straight games. The Lakers on the road this season have not been great. By the way, right now on BetUS, you can get 125% off your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. You can find a link in my link tree in my bio. You would think in Minnesota, the threes are going to fall for the home team a little bit more. The whistles might be a little bit friendlier, but JJ's going to have another great game plan ready. I cannot wait for Friday night.